Jets have gotten 3 points out of a possible 4 since. They're on the second of a back-to-back. Adam Henrique opposite Lowry in the face-off circle, and we're underway. Jack Michaels, Louis DeBrusk, Scott Oak ringside. Handled by Zach Hyman, who scored on a breakaway last night. Shovels down low to McDavid. Ian Draisaitl, both 4-point games on Thursday. McDavid trying to feather that one through and almost got it to Emerson. That was a minefield. He tried to get it in there.
Yeah, a little patience, too, there by McDavid just to wait, and he had a little time.
Hyman took the hit to make the play. McDavid, a shot save, rebound, score! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, the finish. It starts with the willingness to take some punishment, and then Nugent-Hopkins finishes the play with his 7th of the year, 1-0 Edmonton.
And once he gets his pockets in high gear, quick little drop into the middle, with speed, little stop. Once he stops there, it's a separation. And we've talked about this, the hat trick. Last game, it's the shooting mentality of Connor McDavid. That shot results in a juicy rebound off of Comrie's right pad. Guess who's there? Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to get there first and jam it home for a 1-0 lead.
Sandberg, and here comes Kyle Connor. 7 30-goal campaigns to Velarde. Beautiful dish, shot Scheifele, and that handcuffed Skinner, but he made the save. Rebound popped out to Sandberg. His shot blocked by Bouchard. A strike to Draisaitl. It's a breakaway. Draisaitl, backhander score. 2-0 Edmonton.
A couple chances of the slot by the Jets. That one's taken away on the ensuing play. Gone is Leon Draisaitl on the stretch pass. And him and Savoy are right there. It's Bouchard that threads this up. Sorry, Mangiapane is there with him.
Back to Draisaitl in his office. Deep in that right circle. Slithers up top and then turned it over. Perfetti with an easy steal and a flip toward the Edmonton line. Draisaitl, the puck carrier. But Cole's in the Ekholm, a shot, save, Comrie, rebound, popped home. Matt Savoy, who had 2 goals on Thursday, scores his 3rd in 2 games. And Edmonton has raced out to a 3-0 lead.
This is all because of the transitional play once again. Watch this, as soon as this puck turns over, Draisaitl quickly turns, he's up the ice. And then that from there on the entry into the zone, it's a nice play by Brock Colson. He gives it to Ekholm, who takes this sharp angle shot and drive to the net. Similar to Nugent-Hopkins getting the inside track. The smaller Savoy gets inside on Lowry, and he chops this one home on the backhand side. 3-0 Edmonton. There's a timeout, rightfully so, by Scott Arniel beside me.
Nurse to Regula. Boy, Kyle Connor doesn't need much time, does he, Louis?
He's got quick hands. One of the most prolific scorers since he was drafted in 2015.
McDavid, a shot, a save, Comrie, rebound available. And Darnell Nurse, who had wandered down low, unable to stuff it home. Nugent-Hopkins to Hyman, inside to McDavid. Regula was backdoor instead. It's Nurse down the slot, a save, Comrie, and a rebound for a moment. Second in the league with 8 power play goals. McDavid has 5. Nice corral by Nugent-Hopkins. He'll get it back a second time from Bouchard. Give it up for McDavid, hard to the net. Tries a one-timer, Ripken scored. Evan Bouchard extends Edmonton's lead to 4-0.
Moving, good keep-in by Nugent-Hopkins. On this one right here, could have easily gone out of the zone with a good stick by DeMello to get a little piece of it. But once it sets up, comes from high to low, back out to Draisaitl. You typically expect him to one time, then a big malfunction at the junction in front of the net here. You're going to see Hyman on the doorstep. And as Comrie comes exploding out, anticipating that one-timer from Draisaitl, there's nowhere for him to go but a wall. I mean, it's a wide-open net for Bouchard.
Jack and Louis with the call.
Thank you, Scott. And once again, Eric Comrie's night complete. Stopped 4 of 16 shots, got
in 7 games for Winnipeg, so almost that home game feels a little bit like an extension of the road trip, but it is nice to reset quickly at home.
Emerson to Janmark, but you're right, when you arrive the day before, Lazar shoots and scores. Greeting Milic with Edmonton's 5th goal of the night. Curtis Lazar's 2nd of the year. and the Oilers continue to pour it on.
Job to drive this puck into the zone by Emerson. He's the one that carries it over the line. Little stomp up by Janmark in the spin, and it's the trailer Lazar that's in the high slot as he kind of funnels into the middle. Right-handed shot, could have one-timed this, but it's a little behind him, so he's got a...
Fiercely fought between Frederick and Pearson. And now Frederick the other way to the net. Shot stopped, rebound available. DeMello finds the hulking 6'7" Stanley. That play ruled onside as Iafallo backs his way in. Feeds Scheifele, reshot, score underneath the bar, and the Jets are on the board at 5-1.
They're going to take a look at this to my right on the entry into the zone, but what a shot by Scheifele. The stick and a flash. Here's the pass up the ice.
Precedes.
Ooh.
He doesn't have possession. Yeah, this will come back. That's why I said ruled onside.
Absolutely.
That was a little hint.
It looked like it was all in one motion, but tough one here. And this is kind of the night we think this is going to come back, but this isn't. I mean, this is top notch here by Scheifele, who's had a terrific season this year.
Yeah, there's the challenge. And he just doesn't have possession. Scheifele, absolutely a rip job upstairs, but
again, our first take is that this is going to be offside because he's sliding.
Precedes, doesn't have possession. Yeah, that's offside. Here's Cody Beach.
After Edmonton's coach's challenge, it was determined the play was offside. We have no goal.
Yeah.
But there has been an improvement in Oiler goaltending of late, perhaps halting for the time being at least the social media movement to extradite both Skinner and Pickard.
That goes back to 2017. Jets and the Oilers met in the playoffs in 2021. Here's a steal by Connor, a wrist shot, and that stayed out. Connor ended that series, by the way. Ekholm's stick exploded on him. Here's Kyle Connor. Beautiful move around Bouchard. Dishes off. Scheifele backdoor. And that one will count. Gabe Vilardi. Beautifully executed three-way passing play. And Vilardi finishes for his 13th to bring it back to 5-1.
Over the glove. Dings the bar there on the left-hand side. And then it's Connor on the entry with a beautiful little move to the middle. Backhand pass to Scheifele, and he one-touches it to Vilardi backdoor, who taps it home. A lot of movement on this play into the...
Here Luc Dubois went to L.A. and Vilardi came to Winnipeg. There's a backdoor feed. And what a save by Stuart Skinner on Vlad Nemestikov. Otherwise, things get interesting here in a hurry. Nemestikov inside, another save, that time on Scheifele. No one, as we talked about, this is a better laden team.
And sometimes it takes a little while in a back-to-back.
Just took it from Pionk. Kulak steps up, dishes off, gets it back, and rips it off the shoulder of Milic. And then the rebound backhanded just wide by Zach Hyman.
For Stuart Skinner.
Nemestikov trapped by Frederick and Lazar. It's turned over, centered, and there's the finish. Tomashik makes it 6-1 Edmonton. Scratched the last couple, and as he did in Washington the last time he had been scratched for a few games for the goal.
Well, he has a nose around the net. There's no question about that, and that's why the Oilers signed him and brought him in from Sweden, where he was the best player on his team and in the league. And here he just gets to the spot. Good job and good work here by Frederick on the forecheck. Secondary pressure by Lazar. Turns it back, and then a quick pass and a hard one by Frederick. Tomashik gets to the space on time, and the quick hands in tight.
These two will see one another after Christmas. And I don't think either will arrive in a festive mood. Here's Cole Kepke, a wraparound, and he banked it in. And that's goals on back-to-back nights for Kepke, who had not scored as a Winnipeg Jet.
They've come out, and I know, like the fourth line doesn't play as much as other lines. They should have a little more energy in a back-to-back situation, which they do. They had 2 goals last night in the game against the Buffalo Sabres in a 4-1 win. And this is just, again, mucking and grinding, bringing pucks to the net. 3 big guys in the fourth.
But Colson on to Draisaitl as we dip inside. 2 minutes to play. Leon Draisaitl. There's a one-timer towed aside. Nemestikov, a hit on Regula. Lazar, Nurse and Niederreiter jaw at one another. The seconds tick off as the players